Locus here, and here's my review on Makai Kadou Crow from Bandai. It's a Tamashii exclusive figure. So here's the packaging of the figure. So here he is with on his. Let me just move him back. Right. So here's the packaging of the figure. Here he is on his wolf form. So yeah, so since it's a Tamashii exclusive figure, it didn't came with a display window, so it's something that you can expect uh, from Bandai. So there you go, nothing fancy here, just a bunch of information like Tamashii Nation logo, Bandai, Bandai Collector Shop, limited. Here, so at the side, here he is on his crow form. See here, so there's like a tribal design going on the packaging, and at the back here he is on his wing form or crow form there. Then at the side of the box, here he is on his wolf form. So it's a well thought out design, I would say, because they managed to showcase the packaging on how he looks like on his wolf form and on his crow form. So here we go. So the figure is being served in two trays. By the way, it came with a instruction manual. So if you don't know where the part should go, you can just reference it here. But if you want to challenge yourself, you can just build this setup without the instructions manual. Anyway, so it's being served with two trays. So the one that holds a figure, uh, the stand and the sword and the accessories it came with. I'm sorry for that. And the second one, it holds the wing part and the rest of the stand and bases of the figure and the wing parts. Then at the back, there's like this base is attached to it. And then lastly, it came with this. So I don't have a use for this. Probably uh, if I needed one, I may. But I have some extra Tamashii stand here. So yeah, this is something extra that I won't be able to use. But still, I'm glad that they added it on the figure. So for the accessories, I think this is the first time that I've ever saw this hand mold in a Makai Kadou figure, because yeah, this is something new to me. This is good. It is a good thing for them that they use a new mold on the hand. And then we have another one here. One pair of weapon wielding hand. The one is already there attached to the figure. So it's not a huge deal that they didn't add many alternate hand on this figure. It's not a huge deal for me, but probably to some, yeah. So let's go ahead with the figure. So the wing is very heavy enough that you really need to use this stand for it. Second that I like about this is, aside from the hardcore uh, details and sculpt, is that of the gimmick it came with. Like first off, on the side of the ear, it's on a ball joint, so you can just press it without putting too much force to it. If you press it like that, the face opens. Because the idea about it is that when you move the the face mask on to show his wolf form, uh, it has a much gimmick that the figure would look like, the mask would look like ears, which is a nice feature to this character or to this figure. And then the mouth still open, so very nice. So this is something that you would guys love about this figure, the gimmick and the badass sculpt. Now let's just remove this figure, or rather not remove this wing part, but rather the figure from the top. So the process on putting the figure and the wing is up to you guys. There's no specific instructions on which one to place with first, but for me, I find easier to put the wing first on the stand, then put the figure on it, instead of putting the wings and the figure and then put it on the stand. I find it a bit more time consuming. Anyway, for the figure, the back part here, originally it came with this design, so you can put it there. So if you want it, to display this figure on his wolf version, you can do it like that. There. So you can split it like that, so you look like a long-eared wolf, which is very nice. Now for the height, it stands at least 7-inch tall. Come on, Fox, dude. Focus. Dude, come on, focus now. Closer. Oh crap. There you go. God. Sorry guys. So here's the size comparison for a DC Direct Batman figure. There you go. And then here's a Hasbro Marvel Legends Black Spider-Man from the Red Hulk series. So yeah. Now for the articulation, it has a good range of motion on the head here, so we can tilt sideways, so head can move up and down. Then the detail on the head has this awesome design. I don't know what it's called, but it's part of the helmet. Very nice addition. So since he can fly, it really is a good addition that he has a good range of motion on the head, plus on the torso and the ab. It can move that far backward. Can move a little on the ab crunch. Not a huge deal for me, but probably to some, yeah, it would. It can tilt like that sideways, because it's being supported by a double ball joint here, single ball joint here, then another one here, and then the arms can go as far as that. Then bicep swivel, then a double joint here, but it seems like it's a single joint somehow, because this part moves slightly, doesn't have that range of motion over here, but over there it has it. So yeah, again, it's not a huge deal for me, but probably to some, yeah. This part of the shoulder pad may go off but easily, but it's not a huge deal. And then this part of the shoulder pad again, so it has a double shoulder pad, one here and then another one here, that seems it's on a ball joint, because as you can see, it moves sideways as well, and up and down. So very nice. Then the wrist is on a ball joint, so expect it can turn around easily. Alright. Now it has a good detailing here, like a feather, like pinkish translucent plastic attached to it. Be careful for this one, because you might pull this off accidentally. You won't be able to put it back on. Now let me just take off the sword. Alright. check out the details. On the head. So the eyes, it's on a, reflective, very like reflective, pinkish paint on it. They're no longer using the translucent plastic on the eyes, but still, yeah, it's not a big deal. It has a good color scheme going on with the figure. Here, check out the detail here. It's like a Buddha. Check out how small the detail is here and there. So it's a very, very, very dope design. I think Takayuki Takeya has something to do with this awesome sculpt. Now for the knee, double joint. Yeah, like I said, double joint. Then I'm not sure about the knee, if it's made out of die cast or just hard plastic, because I can't really feel any die cast part on this figure. Very nice. So the feet has a good range of motion as well, like that, can go down like that. Doesn't have toe articulation, not a huge deal, but probably to some, yeah, it would. And ankle rockers there. Then it's on a hinge here, as you can see. There, so it's on a hinge, not a ball joint. So very nice. Despite the fact that it doesn't have any die-cast part to it, the figure still has a solid feel to it. It also has a thigh swivel, in case you would wonder. It's just that this part, since it's brand new, this part may be a little stiff, but once you get yours, it has one. Definitely check out the abs. The detailing everywhere, so awesome. You would forget the amount of money you paid for this figure once you get hold of it. I think currently it's being sold at around 9,000 something yen, Japanese yen. And in US dollars, I think right now it's being sold around 170 to 180 range. Price may bump a little sooner or later depending on the demand and availability of this figure. Anyway, here's the detailing on the sword. There. Very nice detail, as you can see. Nice sculpting. Unfortunately, it's not made out of die cast. It's not a huge deal, but just be careful that you may break this one. Anyway, so enough with accessories and the figure. Here's the wing. So to begin with, it's let me just, there's a peg hole there. Right. So it's a three-part piece, of course, including these two wings. So you can just deattach this. Oh my god, just be careful. There. So here's the first part. The part where you put the wing here. So you can just remove the one attached to Crow. There you go. So you can just remove it, then attach this one. So as you can see here, there's a groove there that would state, where he should be attached to, not the other way around. There you go. Now the wing part, it has a nice detailing and paint scheme going on with a very reflective gold there. It moves lightly. Not sure if it's just because my figure is new or what, but it seems like it has a limited, or doesn't have that much articulation going on here. But on this part, it's on a hinge. You can turn it around so you can display crow on any what do you call that, any dynamic posing. So it has a peg hole going on here, so you will just need to attach it here. So be careful with this stand, because since it's made out of translucent plastic, there's a possibility that it can break off easily. I have shared a few experiences with the clear plastic Tamashi stand, and this stand doesn't come free, or it's kind of expensive to buy this stand. So yeah, so far I find this process a bit more easier, like putting everything together first before you place it on the figure. Now okay, with the wingspan, um, make sure you have enough space on your shelf for this one, and make it a point that it wouldn't fall off, because once it falls off, there's a possibility that there's a part that may break. So yeah, I would just try to fix the posing later on, probably when I display the figure on my shelf. It's the best I can do as of the moment, so bear with me, guys. So putting the sword on his hand is easy, because the hole on the hand is have enough space that you can just easily latch on to it, and the shoulder pad falls off, not a huge deal. Is it me, or am I the only one who's addicted to freshly opened figure? Because this figure really reeks of that smell, and I really like it. It's so addictive, I'm telling you guys. See how awesome this figure is. So you can just put on the mask on here, here. Awesome, so badass. So happy with this figure a lot. There you have it. Hold on, let me just, so I think by far Crow is the only figure from the Makai, Kadou Equip and Prop and the Super Imaginative Chogokin that has a very wide wingspan. So here's my SIC Kamen Rider Dino wing form for comparison, in case you would wonder. So there you go. Very worth it figure. I'm telling you guys, you would forget the price tag they put in on this figure. It's very worth it. It's still available. You can order it online. You can go to your nearest store to pre-order it. So yeah. Please check my blog details below, and please follow me on Instagram. Thank you.